firstly, I was looking for bariatric surgery outside of the UK. I'd spent a lot of time looking at bariatric surgery in the UK. I found Medlife and they answered me straight away. Within minutes of sending an email, I was received a WhatsApp, and whenever I was asked anything, I replied straight away, and the guys on the other end were just firing straight back at me, making sure that I knew what it was that I wanted. Had I looked at the other options? Was this definitely the right surgery for me, etc. And they went through all that. They didn't know me, and they could have tried to sell me the most expensive surgery, but they didn't. They went along with what was best for me and what I needed. After booking for myself, my wife wanted to get in on the action because she felt left out. So we went ahead and made 2 bookings, and we paid the deposit, booked the flights, didn't we? We didn't even book return flights, we just booked flights to get here. So we landed, and before we'd even landed, there were questions, what time, which flight you on, so that the people could be waiting for us. And as soon as we landed at Izmir Airport, there was a driver waiting for us, took us straight to the hotel. Within minutes of landing in our room, we were getting asked, are we comfortable, do we need anything else? And then our itinerary was getting sent down to us in terms of who would be coming and when. And so we were kept well informed throughout the whole process at that point.
And we went to the hospital where we had every test you can possibly think of, just to check that we were, okay to go ahead with the surgery. We had COVID tests, yeah. We had, I think I saw a cardiologist, a psychologist, we had lung tests, more tests than you ever have in the UK before surgery anyway. And then
within hours. This isn't days, weeks.
No.
We got here and everybody was waiting to see us.
Yeah.
One after the other.
You're not waiting around for days, weeks to get results of tests. It's just all done for you. So you can go ahead and have your surgery when it's planned. A lot more personal then, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We saw the same nurses throughout our stay, didn't we? Yeah. And the one nurse came round with us when we had all of our tests. So that was really nice to have familiar faces as well.
And they all knew I'm soft.
Yeah. Well, the consultant who did the surgery, he was really, really nice. He always looked like he was smiling behind his mask. All you can see his eyes, really, but he always looks like he's smiling. He talked through everything, didn't he? Told us exactly what was going to happen. So I didn't feel nervous at any point, or no more nervous than you would anyway. And I felt completely comfortable putting myself in their hands.
I just went to sleep.
In the hospital as well, though, when you're recovering, again, the nurses can't do enough for you. You're never having to track them down and say, oh, you're going to do this, because they're just there ready to do. We had constant bags of dextrose, didn't we, and antibiotics and painkillers, and they just came and they did it, and we didn't have to chase them up ever. So apart from going for the odd walk to relieve some of the trapped wind, we didn't really leave the room, did we?
Didn't have to.
No. The dietitian came in to talk to us about our new way of eating, basically, because this is going to be for the long haul. So we were given a big box of protein shakes, which are actually really nice. It does just taste like a good milkshake. It's not horrendous like I thought it would be. He explained what we should have, when we should have it, how long that should last before we move on to the next stage. And there was nothing left to question, was there? We didn't have to ask questions because he'd covered everything that we needed to know.
Not only was it covered, it's in a full pack.
Yeah,
a day-by-day guide of what, how much and how often we should be digesting.
Yeah, so nothing's left to chance. You know exactly what you've got to do to get the best out of your surgery. And I think that, for us, that's where we take over and put in the hard work that they've already done.
It's down to us to carry this on and honour the work that they've done by following the guidelines and making sure that we do everything we can to get the best out of everything that we've done between us as a journey. The first night after we checked out of the hospital was a little uncomfortable, to be fair. The hospital was fine because we were tended to, and being on our own, it was down to us to look after ourselves. And it was a little rough that night.
But it wasn't anything you couldn't handle, was
Nothing we couldn't handle. It was more for me because I'd never had surgery, so I was just scared of rolling over and leaning on something, and whereas you've been in surgery many times, you were just quite happy to get on with things as normal.
I think it helped though that I knew that if there really was a problem, I could ring somebody or I could text somebody, and I knew somebody would be there to answer my questions and to help me through if there really was a problem.
There's 3 or 4 numbers in my phone there who've been messaging me since we came here. Fruit's one of them. Please, another one. I don't even know the name of one of them, but it just comes up as Jay or something. But I know, and they've all been asking, how are you? Do you need anything? Are you getting on okay? And I feel rude to saying, yeah, we're all okay, thanks. But we are. The whole experience has been amazing. You've put us first with every decision and everything that you guys have done. And
it's not often you feel like that in a hospital journey, is it? It's
not often you feel like that. And I just think for that, I will be recommending, if somebody wants something done back home, I'll be saying, use these guys, there's the phone number, contact them straight away, tell them I sent you, because they'll remember me. I feel like everybody will remember me because everybody got to know me.
But then we also know that if we do put people in touch with them, that they're going to get the same treatment that we've had, so they can't go wrong.
No, they're going to be looked after, and the treatment's going to be great. 100%, I recommend them all day.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you to Medlife.
Thank you
to
so
the
much.
Medlife team, everybody involved. The start of our new life is today, and that's only been made possible because of all of you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
Thank you.